We live in a world obsessed with self-improvement. Everywhere you look, there's advice on how to be more productive, more successful, more optimized. Wake up earlier, work harder, hustle longer, read the right books, follow the right routines, track your habits. Push yourself, be better, do more, and if you're not constantly improving, then what are you even doing? That's the message, and it's exhausting. Because no matter how much we accomplish, no matter how much we improve, it never feels like enough. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the system was never designed to make us happy. Maybe the real goal is to keep us chasing, trapped in an endless cycle of never quite being good enough. Because a person who always feels like they're lacking is a person who's easy to control. The achievement trap. At some point, self-improvement stopped being about growth and started being about measurement. It's not enough to read a book, you need to read the right books, the ones that will optimize your brain, maximize your productivity, and make you more efficient. It's not enough to exercise, you need a meal plan, a strict regimen, a way to quantify every calorie and track every rep. It's not enough to have a job, you need a side hustle, a long-term plan, a strategy to get ahead. And when you're not actively improving yourself, you feel guilty, lazy, like you're falling behind. But behind what? What exactly are we all racing toward? And more importantly, who decided that every moment of our lives has to be spent getting better? The illusion of freedom. Philosopher Michel Foucault once described how control in society has evolved. It used to be external, rules enforced by governments, schools, institutions. Someone told you what to do and you did it. But now we don't need anyone to control us. Because we do it to ourselves. We wake up to alarms we set. We push ourselves to work harder, move faster, do more. We track our own habits. We criticize ourselves when we fall short. We are our own taskmasters. No one has to force us to be more productive because we've internalized the pressure so deeply that we force ourselves. And the worst part? We think this is freedom. We think we're making choices. But it's not freedom if you never feel like you can stop. The mental health paradox. Look around and you'll see a contradiction. We live in a world with more freedom, more choices, more technology than ever before. And yet, mental health issues are skyrocketing. Anxiety, depression, burnout. Why? Because we've been taught that our worth comes from our achievements. That if we're not succeeding, we're failing. That if we're not getting better, we're falling behind. We weren't designed to live like this. Humans aren't machines. We're not meant to operate at maximum efficiency 24/7. We're not meant to optimize every single second of our lives. But in a world that values productivity over well-being, we've been made to feel like rest is weakness. Like slowing down is failure. And so we push ourselves harder and harder until we break. The self-exploitation cycle. The modern world has created a new kind of person, the self-exploiting subject. A person who doesn't need a boss yelling at them to work harder because they do it to themselves. A person who doesn't need external pressure to keep pushing because they've internalized the pressure so completely that they don't even realize it's there anymore. A person who voluntarily runs themselves into the ground, convinced that they're just one step away from success, one habit away from happiness, one more improvement away from finally feeling like they're enough. And when they inevitably crash, they blame themselves. Not the system. Not the impossible expectations. Not the culture that made them feel like their worth was tied to their productivity. No, they think they are the problem. So they try again. They push harder. They self-optimize even more. And the cycle continues. Here's the truth no one talks about. When everything becomes a competition, nothing feels real anymore. When every hobby is a side hustle, when every action has to serve a purpose, when every moment is another chance to optimize yourself, life stops feeling alive. And that's why so many people feel empty. Because we've turned even our free time into work. Rest isn't rest anymore, it's productive rest. Meditate to improve focus. Exercise to increase energy levels. Read to gain knowledge. Everything must have a function. Every second must be accounted for. And in the process, we lose something essential, joy. So what's the way out? Not another morning routine. Not another self-help book. Not another strategy for maximizing efficiency. The way out is letting go. Letting go of the idea that your worth is something you have to earn. Letting go of the belief that you always need to be doing more. Because real happiness doesn't come from optimizing every part of your life. It comes from the moments that can't be measured. The laughter that lasts for hours. The song you dance to when no one's watching. The walk you take with no destination in mind. These moments don't make you more productive. They won't help you climb the corporate ladder. They won't make you money. But they will make you feel alive. And maybe that's the point. You are not a project the world tells you to work harder. Be better. Do more. But what if you don't have to? What if who you are right now is already enough? What if the goal was never to improve yourself, but to accept yourself? Because at the end of the day, you are not a project. You are not an optimization problem. You are not a machine. You are a person. And that's more than enough.